Come on, buddy. He's the one that jumped the 7-foot gate. Back in his younger days, he jumped the 7-foot gate from a standstill. Well, welcome back to the Lazy G Ranch. It's that time of year. It's time to work the bison. And we do this at least twice per year, sometimes 3 if needed. And we are blessed to have one of the bison industry royals to help us out today. Mr. Chad Kremer and his lovely wife, Suzi, came in from South Dakota all the way to Tennessee just to help us get a little bit better organized and take a little bit deeper look into the health and well-being of our herd. He brings a ton of wisdom and experience to the table when it comes to bison. For those that don't know, Chad manages the herd in Custer State Park in South Dakota, as well as managing his own herd. And he also served for many years on the National Bison Association board, just recently retiring as president for the board. And I sat down with Chad and I asked him to explain a little bit of what he was doing as he was trying to approximate age range for each member of our herd. And in the video, you'll see him inspecting the mouth of the bison, and on some, he will be inspecting their horns. And I'll let him explain.
So I'm looking in the mouth here. It's called mouthing them. Trying to look and estimate an age. So buffalo or bison, they have 4 sets of teeth on the bottom jaw, and they'll get their first permanent tooth to replace the baby tooth at approximately between 2 and 3 years of age. It varies a little bit animal to animal. It actually can vary quite a bit, but generally speaking, when they're 2 years old, they'll get that first permanent set of teeth, which is the center pair. And then each year after that, they'll replace one of those for the next 4 years. So you can get an estimate of age, typically within, not month specifically, but the year that they're born, doing that, looking at their teeth. And you can see the size of it is there's a lot of difference between those baby teeth and the permanent teeth when they come in. They're literally about better than twice the size of the baby teeth. So that's we're looking for age there. And then also if they're past 5 to 6 years old and have all their permanent teeth, then you can also look at the wear on them, how far they're worn down. Overall, bison have better teeth than beef cattle do. I've mouthed them over the years. I've had some were in South Dakota that at 20 years old and older, generally they have all their teeth. I've had a few that have started losing 1 or 2, but generally they'll have them. They'll be wore down almost to the gum line when they get up to that age in our region. One thing that looking at the wear on them, that'll vary by region in the country too, like bison coming from the sand hills of Nebraska, or I've also seen some from the Great Sand Dune area down in New Mexico. And the sand in that country definitely wears them quicker. So that is one other consideration, depending where they might have come from in the country or where you're located on the wear. But yeah, looking at the teeth, it gives you, early on you can get a real good age estimate, and then once they have all those and you get past that, then you got to kind of look at wear and consider that.
So what were you doing when you were looking at their horns?
They get an annual growth ring for every year. So once they're at that mature age, as far as looking at the teeth and trying to age them, if they're past that 5-6 years old, age range. Then you can look at the horns as long as the full horn sheath is intact yet. But they'll grow an annual ring each year, and you can kind of estimate by counting the rings from the base outward. The first year or two doesn't really make a ring, but so usually I'll count those number of rings and then add 1 to 2 depending on how distinct the rings are on that individual animal, and that'll give you a good estimate to figure out within a couple of years of age on those older mature animals. And then so that's between the mouthing them and counting rings, you usually can get a pretty good estimate within 2 to 3 years for sure of the age of them. So that's what we're doing, kind of looking at them and estimating age.
So we end up working close to 200 animals today. Just an overall synopsis of what we're doing. We have a vet on hand administering anything that's needed for pink eye or any other thing that pops up, like wound treatments or whatnot. He's also taking some blood samples on certain animals to get some different things checked out. I am administering Safeguard through the mouth, and Jeff to my left is doing a pour-on warmer. Our working system is not that old, as you can see. It's pretty efficient and effective. Berlinic out of Canada brought this system down and installed it, and we have been super happy with how it performs. We have a great big crew of friends that help us whenever it's time to work these bison, and we are so thankful for all their dedication and hard work. It takes several people to do this, so we don't take for granted that we're blessed to be surrounded by quality, hard-working friends that aren't scared to roll up their sleeves and get a little bit dirty. So if you want to stop by, our little store is open on Thursdays and Fridays from 11 to 5. Come see Miss Addie and get your t-shirt and experience the bison for yourselves. We also have recently been given some tours, and we love it when we get to share the bison with lots of new folks that haven't been able to experience them before. They truly are a special animal, and there's a reason that they were chosen as our national mammal. If you are interested in a tour, keep an eye out for tour announcements on our Facebook page. Or if you have a large group, let's get something scheduled. My name is Jason, and I take care of the tours, and I'd be happy to talk to you about a group tour for your school, church, civic, or just about any other group that might be interested. So get out and enjoy God's beautiful creations. God's ingenuity and creativity shine brightly when you learn about all the bison is capable of and how they live. They truly will bless your heart. Have a great day.